It's okay, Emmanuel. You relax. I beg you, take it easy.
Everything is so frustrating. It's so frustrating. See, this chance. When would this opportunity present itself again?
I don't know.
When would this opportunity present itself again?
I don't know.
This Belgium, and you are facing USA.
Mm-hmm.
When would this opportunity come? Like, hey, Charlie.
All right, Emmanuel.
It's so bad. It's so bad. So bad. No. Oh, see, I will not be surprised.
Uh-huh.
I'm not surprised. Morocco will be the only team left after the 32 rounds.
Well, let's see.
I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised. At the way it are going, I will not be surprised. Morocco will be the only team left after the round of 32. The way things are going, I will not be surprised.
Okay.
I will not be surprised at all. The matter, I will not watch again.
Okay, you take it easy. Take it easy. All right,
I'm not watching.
Emmanuel, thank you for calling. 3 minutes after 8. Hey. All right, let me take this caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Nathan.
Yes.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Kingsley, calling from Wadena.
All right.
Nathan.
Mm-hmm.
The thing it's not about mindset or psychology. It's about
Uh-huh.
Also, if it were to be Ghana, do you think Ghana will allow them to equalize within 2 hours and 10 minutes, equalizing 2 goals? That is why I like Hasselhoek and Kotoko. Say, almost 2 goals. Almost born at watching. They'll just be shooting anyhow. It's not about the coach is also one. And what's the name? Their striker, this guy, the one in the 10 JC.
Money
was tired. Just take money off and put a new player inside for him to come and take over the center midfield, so that they cannot be able to manipulate into the defense. But he was just standing there, looking at them. Ghana, I wish Ghana, it was Ghana. I'm only praying for Ghana to just play their match and then win at least 3-0.
Okay.
It is their mind. It is they feel they finish.
So it goes back. You were saying earlier that it's not mental, but you've come back to say that it's all in the mind. So it is mental.
They feel they finish.
Okay.
That is their mind. Yeah.
Okay.
They feel they finish, so they can do anything they can do. Anything, anyhow. But they've forgotten that we human beings in this very earth are also watching and looking at them. They've forgotten. So that is how the thing is.
Okay. Okay, all right. Thank you for your call. I've seen quotes attributed to Rudy Garcia. Rudy Garcia is head coach of Belgium. He said something really interesting. Now, if those quotes are to be believed, he said, these kinds of teams, when it gets late in the game, they lose their tactical structure. Quite telling stuff there from Rudy Garcia. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Yes, hello, Nathan. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, my name is Achikerua from Tema.
Yeah, I saw check it. So you don't know about that.
I see. Anyway, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
So before I come to my submission, yesterday I was watching the match with my wife, Congo and the Senegal match.
Yep.
I told her she shouldn't watch. 75th minute, I'll call her, then she'll come and watch.
Okay.
And it happened. From the Congo match, the two players that were disturbing England was Mukau, the number 7, and Sepenga.
Mm-hmm.
The coach took them out. Then the English team got the chance to destroy them. Okay. Same thing happened to the Senegal game.
Okay.
You are 2-0 up, 80th minute. You are changing Pape Gueye, bringing in Lamine. No, even you are supposed to keep Mane on the field, because if Mane is in the game, he is a threat. Even if he's tired, even if he's tired, he's a threat. Pape Gueye was having a good game. He was supposed to even take out Idrissa Gana Gueye because he was a bit tired.
Yeah.
So Pape Gueye and Lamine could have handled the middle, keep Mane in the game with his experience.
Yeah.
Then you just block the loopholes. That's all. 80th minute. So my wife said, "Why are we conceding late in the games? Why are we conceding late?"
So for you, you've mentioned changes. So what? So do you blame the coach, the Senegal coach, for letting his team down because you believe he made wrong changes?
Wrong changes. You are bringing in Mbaye to attack. You are leading 2-0. What do you want to attack for? 10 minutes to the end of the game. Oh, chairman. So, Nathan, good morning. I saw checking Tilapia and Temasu.
No problem. We'll come and check you out. I check it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I check it. Thank you.
All right. Immortal, where you've noted it down, I check it. We have to go there. 9 minutes after 8. Give me a call. 054-257-1061. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Hello, Nathan. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
My name is David. I'm calling from Wager.
All right, please go ahead.
This issue of this Senegal issue, I don't understand what is wrong with some of the African teams. You see, me, I feel it is the mentality of these temes, because we play African games. We play African Cup of Nations. The Europeans play European football.
Yeah.
Some of these players play in Europe.
Yes.
In their clubs, they fight to the death. Why don't they apply the same behavior when they come into the World Cup? Because I don't understand. Yesterday, I was so furious. Yesterday, when I was listening to, was it Immortal? I don't understand corrected. He was saying that he doesn't believe any of the African teams will make it, will ever leave the World Cup. I don't know who exactly. I think it's Immortal, but I don't understand corrected. Because he believes that their mentality is always behind the Europeans. Look at the way Belgium was playing yesterday. They played to the last minute because they believed. Some of these African teams, I don't understand. DR Congo, you are leading 1-0 and then you slack off, missing a lot of chances. Even yesterday, a lot of chances were missed by Senegal.
Yeah.
And then I asked myself, where do we go from here? It looks like we are always satisfied with whatever we get. So last 4 years, if we are not able to qualify from the group stage, and this year we are able to qualify, it means that we are okay, we are satisfied. No. This is the problem. So I believe it is the mentality. Right now, Morocco is locked on. Right now, every team that is facing Morocco is afraid. I'm telling you the true fact. If Morocco can understand this mind game, I'm telling you, they'll go far.
Okay.
They'll go far. So this is my little contribution. I pray that these African teams, we are able to, change our mindset when it comes to the Europeans. We should all see ourselves as equal. Yesterday, Senegal outplayed Belgium, and still yet you lose at the dying minute of the game. It doesn't make sense. So I also wish the Ghana team very well. I want to predict that we will win Colombia by 1-0.
Okay.
So thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Hey. I found the quotes, Rudy Garcia's quotes. I'll read them in a second. But let me take this caller. Hello.
Oh, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, I'm Clement from Chichester.
All right, Clemens, please go ahead.
Sometimes I get shocked. I don't know if the African teams, when they get there, they are like, oh, are we the one outplaying? Are we the one outplaying Belgium? Are we the one outplaying England? No. We can't believe it. I think that's what goes on in their mind, because leading us at 85th minute 2-0, and you give away the lead.
Mm-hmm.
Even when they put one back, when Lukaku put one back, like nothing pushed them to maybe like defend what the one goal that they have ahead. Only Sadio Mane was the one going ahead, putting in crosses, and they were just putting the balls out, Charlie. Out. Yesterday, Kevin was the one that said that no African team is going to win the World Cup. He was the one that said it, and I truly believe. But now, Morocco, the mentality that they have, they are head of football federation said that they are going to the final. That's what their head said. He believes in the team, and he also said that Lamine Yamal rejected them, so he wishes that they face Spain in the final and score them. That's what the man said. So look at the kind of mentality that he has instilled in the players.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Me, I believe that even Ghana, if Ghana, we were the one leading this Belgium team, 2 goals, 1 goal, they cannot even equalize than to come back from 2 goals. I don't know. Senegal, if you should have told me that the African team going to the World Cup, the team that will go far, I would have said that Senegal. But look at how they've gone to disgrace themselves. Oh, Africa. Manga, I'm so sad today, because yesterday I was watching DR Congo's game, and the first half when they were leading, Yohan Wissa got a clear chance just to put them ahead by 2 goals, and he puts the ball away. I think as time goes on, we can only put our faith in this one, Morocco, and my dear Ghana. Ghana, when we put on the suits and all those things, Charlie, we go far. So I believe that we can outshine the Colombians and go for. Although they are a very good side, but we can go far. Thank you. Have a nice day.
All right, thank you so much. All right, so I have found the quotes attributed to Rudy Garcia, right? Rudy Garcia. Hey, anyway, let me take this caller. Hello.
Hello, Nathan.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Osben.
Osben.
Africa.
Uh-huh.
This president has been there since 1990.
Sorry?
You remember this president has been there since 1990.
Mm-hmm.
You remember Cameroon against England?
Yep.
You remember 2002 Senegal against Turkey?
Senegal against Turkey. Yes. I remember that.
So I don't know. It's a mentality of Africans. We celebrate mediocrity. We will reach the round of 16. That is it. We are happy. We will keep them guard of honor. We will make keep them everything. That is why Morocco will tell you they are not Africans. It's very, very pathetic. Very, very pathetic. And look at the trend. South Africa considered late. Ivory Coast considered late. DR Congo considered late. Senegal considered late. Why? What is our problem? We can't hold on. So you think Belgium was leading 2-0? You will allow Senegal to come and equalize. It will never happen.
But that one we don't know for a fact.
It won't happen. Morocco, at the end, we have to equalize. That is the mentality we should go into games with. And it's Senegal, of all teams. If we were to rank a team that will go far in this tournament, we rank Morocco center. Look at how they are performing. When we go to Kiki, I just had to off my phone and then go and see. Because I knew they were going to lose. When I woke up, I checked the score and I said, I just wish the rest of the team were better.
Okay.
I am happy we are playing last. At least coach
carry curious will learn a thing or two from what is happening to the African team. Otherwise, we will not qualify to the next team. Have a good morning.
Okay, all right, thank you. 8:17. This is still the Sporty Breakfast. We'll bring Coach Danso in studio for a bit. I'll ask him his thoughts on Rudy Garcia's comments, but let me take this caller. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Michael from Blackman.
Oh, Michael, you are not in Akosombo.
Oh no, today I did Blackman. I'll go next week.
Hey. Well, you go get some plots for that side.
Oh, look at you one side, the other side. But no target one problem. You see the lines be two. I call the other line and far. Oh, what's up?
And man, I say,
also be am picking me.
Yeah. Sorry, Michael.
The lines be two.
No problem. I go deal with.
Now the one side. You see that two way you go class, man. You want answer the question, you can't answer. Those are them. That's what husband did right now. At the count of 1990 and 2002.
Yeah.
Problem Africa is the one problem. But you see what Rudy Garcia talking about.
Mm-hmm.
He said he knows Africa only in how we play. It was a mediocrity now, like again now, because it's only in Africa. When you go top second, then you do which of the left class. I swear, it's only in Africa. So could you second back to me a match of the left class? But I see, yeah, reward me. But I mean, yesterday it wasn't surprising because the England match me a state bet at shop. I got 1-0. Oh yeah, I'll take 100 Ghana. We are top like 400 before that.
I see.
You understand? Because I knew we said the back. But then the problem is our mentality. You need game management. Because look at the times you have been conceding goals.
Yeah.
Cote
d'Ivoire, 86 minutes.
You understand? Belgium,
Senegal, 86 minutes.
The same thing.
DRC, 75th and 86 minutes.
You understand? So once the trend is there. So they know it. And immediately we concede the even if you are leading two and we concede one, nothing you want to. Instead of us to open up, manage the game like over course fouls being added so that at least some seconds will be taken. You understand? Yes, the one have been here the one moment. Yesterday I was watching some one or two on my phone. He says when you kick the ball to the opponent, you are giving the opponent an assist too because what people know they back. Understand? It's what you now you have midfielders also on control ball. Now it's the fouls be now it's only a more now seconds will be taken. We don't know 90. Now so the whole corner we delay 1 to be. We don't know how to do it. Imagine England leading 1-0. No who say they have blood pressure. On the crampa in the day. But the player only ball no hoodie. And then okay 1-2 we can foul. No guy the ball no not to foul. No frustrating. That's what you have to do. But then at the moment, I bet so many minutes a second with 75. As young people, we are afraid. If then we'll be doing like scoreboard errors. Shogo Ellen Haaland scored against Cote d'Ivoire. Sorry. Look at the gap between the defenders.
Yeah.
Then you beat Ellen Haaland. Ellen Haaland come for Yakata Mikrampo or so. Ellen Haaland Yakata or so. Now 1 man yard win. So me, I don't think it's coaching. It's a mentality. And earlier you said it's some African countries. I said I'm saying that it's all the African countries because 2022 when Morocco got to the semi-finals.
Yeah.
If they try to play France, matter maybe they right now I would say that Morocco maybe will be the first country playing the final or even win the tournament. Because if they try to play France. Maybe they could have gotten something from the match.
Yeah.
Even though I knew France were very good. But then if they try to, get something, because I think it was a mentality when you do semi-final. No African country has got to the semi-final, so you are okay. You understand? So me, I think it's mentality.
Yeah.
From the onset, mentality. Because DR Congo, walk up for share, England 1-0. We say Senegal, 2-0. We say it's a good one, bim bam, then finally nothing want to. It's mentality and game management.
Mentality and game management.
That's all. That's mentality and game management. When you get to the 80th minute, try to manage the game. Cause the fouls, any players then you frustrate the whites. Who frustrate the
they be caught. You may even get a man advantage because who frustrates you, you are fighting with them. Those are both to want to know but then you go talk something and then red card. And as that's what they'll be doing to us. When they frustrate you, you go talk something or red card. Then you are a man down. From your side, then they go. So mentality and how you manage the game from the bench.
Okay.
Thank you,
Michael. Thank you. All right, 8:22. Let me take a couple more calls, like 2 more calls, and then we'll proceed. This is still the Sporty Breakfast. Your messages are equally welcome. 054-257-1061. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Paul.
Yes.
Please, Augustine here. I'm calling from Castle.
All right, please go ahead.
Yeah. So yesterday, I was talking about we are Ghanaians fixing our mind, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's an African service. I mean, you are international relationship. So, if you can remember, in 1963, Morocco, being one of the founding members of the Organization of African Union.
Yeah, OAU.
I mean, they decided to leave in 1984.
Yeah.
And then, after several considerations and because of their geographical, I mean, something, they decided to join African Union again.
Yeah.
First, I think in 2017, right, at the 56th member summit in Addis Ababa.
Okay.
So, if you are a parent and you're having 10 kids, and then one of them decides to leave home, okay, and returns later, and is the most successful among the 10 siblings, how will you feel as a parent? Will you, I mean, in your mind, think that there's something you didn't do right to help the other 9?
Yeah.
Or you would think the one that left home is superior to them? You see, it's an African thing. I think it's not just about talent, though. It's not just about talent. Our problem not to see the reality. Sometimes, and I remember 2006 World Cup. Kind of were up against the likes of Ronaldinho, Adriano, Ronaldo, Delima, and the expected Ghana to win.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pure fanaticism. That's fine. That's a practical thinking. You know that, no. Ghana is not going to win this one until maybe something else comes. So sometimes we as Africans, sometimes we kind of exaggerate our powers. And then again, once we are exaggerating our powers, we get to a certain height. And then when we get there, we begin to shake the kind of middle head. Thinking that we deploy certain things to get that there. So instead of deploying that thing to fully pick up, then we tend to see ourselves as superior. So we always think the European man will always place away. But African, when you are talking with the game, it's like, oh, I'll have to prevent them from scoring. I'll have to prevent them from scoring. No. I think you need to look into that. And you once said that it's the duty of a manager to manage it. And you will take huge sums of money. Part of its responsibility is to take decisions and critical decisions at that moment.
Yeah.
Let me see. He took off Kevin De Bruyne. Took off some of his best players. Some people, and they took it. Look at that. Come on. Look at what Sadio was doing, and I was really disappointed in him. I didn't know if he knew the magnitude of what they were losing, because the next time there will be a FIFA Club World Cup, 4 years later on, 4 years after, you don't know how your career will be.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Yeah, you don't know how your color with you. You don't know whether you see the same action. You don't know whether your form will take you to the World Cup. But you don't know what will happen. So you have to put it in front of your face. And living somewhere. What are you supposed to do? And coach was saying that if either you press and press wall or you remain in a low block.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday they were, pressing anyhow. They were like, the coach is not right. This Senegal man is so powerful to the extent that he just puts money down. He's not an elite mentality coach. But I think they can even go and win the World Cup. Because yesterday I always were going to beat Belgium. And that's Morocco will win the World Cup.
All right. Thank you. 8:28. Let's take one more call. Just one more call. And then we will proceed. We'll bring Coach Kwabena Danso in studio. And then we can get into the analysis. Let me take the final call for the segment. Hello.
Hello, brother.
Yep.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Well done with the work that you are doing for Mother Ghana, brother.
All right. Thank you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Shatawan from Ashama, Lebanon, School Junction.
This is who?
Shatawan.
Okay, no problem. Please go ahead.
Let me speak to you so that I can flow well.
Okay.
Please. In India, because Mama, when I'm here present as a Mokasama, do US and coach in it. Coach Karikios. And it's not this time that he say he want to know the player. I'm giving you the team more than 1 month now. And you have been training with them. Who know me training, baby? And so who boys you good for defense, attacking, striker, you see striker. You better hold star, you have commentary. And Coach Karikios, matches the Breba, Yabamu Ajajan. I'm making sure, say, Obetini me technical side be or the Bema boys, you know, because African countries may lose to Bibiano. And yes, you, brother, only because of anxiety, and I'm on with the lose. That is, you know, only shall back on you for so many. Oh, now I'm happiness and I too much. Senegal coach. Obi extra time. Second half, if you are now, we changes, we substitute, we players. A full 90 minutes, we are players, and almost one thing, we are waiting to do about extra time. My coach calculates so a mistake, you know, also 95 minutes, as I know, they can reach them. Tiny Binya Diademo. Oh, make Eslamaya, India, Colombia, 3-0. Oh, Mumma goes, Smoke and check calculates, say, on and Shabway in the team say, here goes in your area. Yes, it goes in your face. Goes in your again, ball match 5 final, you will lose match. Ukoya now by. Eti calculates there, me, or lucky ma casta and the money. But all cast and also team Nagena, and then interview be a meeting free in your own more. Uchibuna me present as a manu to US or more than Canchirano. No side players in you know who players are strong because Colombia for no be strong and fast. Don't make it sure say players are betting me no my face you. When no my training to no my training who need boys in a good ever team. When no my training more than 3 weeks, 1 month, who need boys in a good and more be the 30 man as a moving control say Fawisha as a good coaching and so who be a 2 days here, baby SOB a cobo, baby SOB a oh. As a moment, side coaching in my hand, calculate the or ma Ghana team and the mini.
Okay.
And also, semi-finals in a corner.
Hello. All right, 8:31. Let's proceed. We lost Shatawan. Anyway, we'll get back to the calls later. This is still the sporty breakfast. Okay, the guys. Okay, They are trying to still sort out. Immortal, I wanted some WhatsApp messages. We'll go through the messages and then Coach Kwabena will join us. Michael from Teshi says, it's coaching and the mentality of the players. Okay. That's what Michael from Teshi is saying. This one says, the skillful players are on the bench and the coaches don't use them when there is danger. Amwakunkweku from Hacho Agbogba. I see. All right, this one says, if you ask me, it's our mentality and mediocre thinking, because sometimes we forget the business at hand and we get overwhelmed by the situation we find ourselves in. Kojo Iniesta from DC. All right, this one says, Senegal's issues, they were based on tactics. Why sub Pape Gueye, who was the main man preventing the Belgians? Secondly, mentality. After the first goal for Belgium, the Senegalese knew what was coming, but they were not ready psychologically. Morocco won't do these things. Benjamin Kwame Azosu from Adenta sent us that. This one is Kelly from Takrade. I listen to you each and every morning before I leave to work. Kelly, thank you so much for listening. This is a matter of mentality and a lack of concentration and focus. It says Gattuso was right after all. Well, Gattuso is not right. Greetings to Kelvin and Coach. This one says, the African teams keep letting us down at the World Cup. I noticed something quite unusual on their bench when the red card was issued. It seems they've learned from their mistakes at the AFCON. At least that shows some progress. If the African big boys are losing focus like this, my hope for Ghana has completely faded. I wish Ray were in the studio to give us some vim. All we can do now is pray for the best. I see. Well, in terms of Senegal and whether or not they wanted to stay on the pitch or leave, at least there's a provision for that. FIFA has said that if you try walking off, the referee sending any player who walks off and the team is going to get punished. So even if Senegal had any funny ideas, they couldn't have tried it. Because even if they had any funny ideas, they couldn't try it. Anyway, this one says, Augustine from Kaswa says, African teams will keep losing to Europe and the elites from other continents. Okay, the elite teams from Europe and other continents until we change the mentality. The European plays to win. The African plays not to lose. He's scared of mistakes. Until our mindset, discipline, and belief change, the score lines won't. Let's fix our mentality first, and the results will be fixed. I see Augustine from Kaswa. This one says, sometimes low blocks make sense. You are leading in the 70th minute, 85th minute, and you refuse to go haram. So from Kofredia sent us that message. This one says, why is it that some people get so emotional when an African team loses a game at the World Cup? It's as if Africa went to the World Cup as one country and not a continent. I don't hear other continents like Asia, South America get behind other countries just because they are from the same continent. It says, to those claiming that what happened won't happen to Ghana, forget that Ghana did same in the AFCON 2023 when we conceded goals in the last minute against Mozambique, okay, and Cape Verde, not Angola. Okay, well, we considered Angola was in the qualifiers. Ghana also conceded against Croatia, but people claim they deliberately lost to avoid Portugal. Kofi from Broadcasting sent that particular message. This one says, I believe one thing we need to improve in Africa is our mentality when it comes to football. It's disappointing to see so many people on social media claiming that the World Cup is rigged or that African teams are always being robbed. If your team is leading 2-0 in the 85th minute of a World Cup knockout match and still get eliminated, and some people say all this without seeing nothing wrong with our team, I don't get it. Cass from Medina sent that. This one says, Africa's problem is a combination of inferiority complex, coaching, and mediocrity. Left to me, we should just focus on the AFCON and spare all Africans this heartache. We are just not good enough. Ali Dane from Ablo J. That's around Ashoman, right? Yeah. James from Patasi says, it's just game management and coaching where the changes necessary in Senegal, for Senegal in the last minute, just manage and keep your lead. All right. This one is from Papistic Bad at Amahia. He says, in fact, what our African brothers is doing, or what our African brothers are doing, is making me lose confidence in all teams except Morocco. I see. Interesting. Hello, Nathan. What's happening to the African teams is the same thing that happens to Arsenal at the tail end of every season. It's psychological and mental. Well, Arsenal this time have gone over the hump, so they are fine. Stanley from Achimota sent that particular message. Eric Bekwen from Ekropon says, it's great to be a star, but it takes hard work and dedication before you get it. That is what Belgium did. Okay. I don't know if I understand that. 12 in KG says, I'm disappointed in Senegal. It's never a mentality thing. Most of the players are seasoned internationals who are vastly experienced enough to see out a 2-0 lead. For this alone, CAS should even award Morocco the AFCON case. Absolute disgrace. 12 in KG. He sent us this message. All right. Let me bring Coach Kwabena down so that you can equally send us your comments. 054-257-1061, 054-257-1061. This is the Sporty Breakfast. Let me hear from you. Send me a message. 054-257-1061. Immortal, why are people calling my line when we haven't opened the lines again? We'll see if we can open the lines a little later. But Coach Kwabena Danso will be joining us in a second. In the meantime, your comments are welcome. 054-257-1061, 054-257-1061. This is the Sporty Breakfast. Time check is 8:39. Coach Danso will be joining us in a second. But Emmanuel Ayamga is here in studio with me. Emmanuel, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, Mr. Q.
I'm sure you've heard the calls, you've read the comments. People seem very upset at how DRC and especially Senegal fluffed their lines, let go of good leads to lose a World Cup knockout game. I don't know where you stand on this. Is it tactical, mental? What do you think accounts for all of these happenings?
I think it's a combination of tactical and mental. But I think the biggest factor would be mental. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure yesterday, for those who listened to the Sporty Plug, myself and Efsin spoke extensively about that, about how most African teams, when they are dominating teams, that it's as if they don't believe they can be where they are. Mm-hmm. And they don't believe that they are as good as they are playing. So they tend to lose concentration and they start to give up leads. And I don't know, but I feel like it's not just Africa. I think it's Africa and then Asia. Because when I look at the Japan game against Brazil, I mean, Japan, and it's not the first time, Japan has played better Brazil teams and it has ended the same way. So even in 2006, it was same. They scored first, They lost that game 4-1 to Ronaldo and co. So I don't know how we are going to be able to curb that, because I was thinking that in the previous years, it was because maybe African players were not exposed and they weren't playing with these guys at top clubs. Mm-hmm. But I think in recent years, you can attest to the fact that gap has closed a bit, because African teams have players who are playing together with these guys. Mm-hmm. Partey has played with Declan Rice. Mm-hmm. Most of the Senegalese players are playing in Europe's top 5 leagues. And so they are not starstruck. I mean, in the previous years, you can say maybe you would go into a game and you see maybe your players are starstruck because they are seeing a player that they've not played with before and they admire for so long. But I think these are players who are playing with these guys in their leagues. So I don't know why they start the game so well, and then midway through or keeping a lead for the last 10 minutes, they become overawed by the occasion and then they collapse. And that kind of capitulation, I just don't know how to. Maybe we have to bring a psychologist to the studio to try and explain. Or maybe when Coach Kwabena also comes, he'll be able to explain how that collapse happens. But I just can't put my mind to it. I just don't get it, because first Senegal, and then you look at the DRC game as well. England were not at their best, and I don't know, like. Twazimbe was so poor in how he was marking Harry Kane, because we know how Harry Kane plays. Mm-hmm. We know how dangerous he is. He's the best striker in the world currently. So if you are having a lead and you have just about 15 minutes to go, I don't know why you would not mark him tightly. That's the only way to take Harry Kane out of the game. You have to man mark him. You have to like be tight to him. And I look at the way Twazimbe marked him in that sequence, and it was so poor. I just don't understand how they did it. But I think generally we can understand that it's a mental problem. And once our teams go into games, or African teams go into games, and they are not mentally psyched up, and they don't think that they are as good as the opponents they are playing against, it will end up like this always.
Kelvin Owusu is here. We'll bring coaching in a bit. Kelvin, where do you stand? I'm sure you've seen lots of comments on social, in our WhatsApp box, the callers. Where do you stand on this? What could be the problem? Is it a tactical problem? Is it a mental problem? Or is just football? You know, one team wins, one team loses, and yeah, it's the way it is.
I think it's about individual ingenuity and then top quality at top level football. If Sipenga was at the same level of Harry Kane, there were a number of opportunities that, DR Congo could have buried against England. But what was he doing with the ball? He plays for Castellón, a lower division in Spain. He picks up the ball and all he's thinking about is to dribble. But did you see the rant of Kane, Bellingham, Eze, Saka when they came on? Direct football, do the needful, simple passing, look for our biggest threat. But unlike DRC, that wasn't the case. Number two, I think it's tactical. Anyone watching the game knew exactly that when they were up, especially after 72 minutes, the best option for them, and even in their last game that they played, there was enough fluidity when Festin Mayeles started up front and Joan Wissa played behind him. Because Wissa always wants... Wissa is not a CF. He is the number 10 kind of forward. He wants to pick the ball deep and supply. So they got limited, upfield. Because the one who is supposed to even stay up and occupy the defenders, as you concern Gay, you could just see that they were in 6s and 7s from the start of the game. But once the game got, it kept progressing and Wissa had outdone his strength, he got tired. And he couldn't come pick up the balls and start, building up from the midfield lines again. So what England only had to do was just to keep doing the basic things and find their most important players on the pitch, which was Harry Kane, Jude Bellingham. And then when Saka came on, they found them the most. You just go back to it and you see the number of passes that went through to those players because they are the biggest threats on the team. Many are saying it's about mentality issues, but if you look at the DRC team, only 6 of them were born and raised in DR Congo. The rest were born and raised outside. It had to take Zakwani to influence players like Yohan Wissa, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Tuanzebe, and the like to leave England and come and represent DRC. And if someone like Tuanzebe has played at Manchester United, not any other team. Wan-Bissaka is playing for West Ham United, and he's played for Manchester United. Chancellor Mbemba at top level football for Olympic Marseille all over these years. Played for Newcastle, now with, is it Lille? Oh, yes. If you look at these players, Noah Sadiki played for Sunderland, plays with Granit Xhaka. The kind of performance they've put up this season, nobody can tell me that the kind of mentality these players have, it's a mentality that is, less superior. And they have a coach, Sebastian De Sabre. Fine, maybe he's not at the level of Thomas Tuchel.
But De Sabre is no slouch. He's not a back.
Yeah,
exactly.
So if you just look at the back line, Masuaku, Mbemba, Tuanzebe, Wan-Bissaka, Mutusami. I always say he's one of the players, maybe luck has eluded him. He should have been playing in some of the top leagues in Europe. Because if I see some of the midfielders in European football and I look at him, and I'm like, why is this guy getting rotten elsewhere? So it's about the quality. Look at Harry Kane, where he picked the ball and how he shot it. How many players will do that? Very few players will be able to do that. The number of times Jude Bellingham hit the ball and Lionel Mpasi saved it. 5 solid times. But just look at the goals from Harry Kane. Wonderful goals.
Yeah.
It takes players like him to work the magic. And for me, maybe it may be an individual attitude from players. You could probably fault the coach too. Because the case of Ghana playing against England, you could see Jonas Ajete, Gideon Mensah, Jerome Opoku, Senaya were locked in for the entire 90-minute period. But you look at the DRC team and it was more like, oh, we can go toe-to-toe. So I think it was tactical and then individual ingenuity. When a game gets tough at this high level, you need players with that individual, ingenuity and quality to do the magic. When Kylian Mbappe stepped up in that World Cup final and got France's 2 goals back after going down 2, I'm not sure anyone will say it was a mentality issue from the Argentines. It was just moment of brilliance from a player there's absolutely nothing you can do about. That was what actually transpired. So for me, the mentality issue, maybe it may go for some of the teams. If a team like, let's say, South Africa, with what happened with Canada, yes, maybe mentality issue, because you look at these players, PSL, playing against players who are playing in top-level football. But with this DRC match, and then Senegal, I think it's really been tactical.
Yeah.
Leading 2-0, 85 minutes. How do you tell your players to open up and play? What are you using it for? No, this Belgium team, all you need to do is to shut the shops.
Yes.
They can't create.
We saw Egypt.
Yes.
I mean, they drew 1.
Their only creative element this has been Leandro Trossard.
Yes. And
that is a player, if you press him, he will turn and wind with them. We've seen him this season at Arsenal.
Yep.
To the point that when he even started the tournament for Belgium, people were complaining, when you expect him to lay a pass, then he's turning. So the press will just keep him away. But what did Senegal do? Oh, Masaya show him to do. Let's open up. But this is tournament football. This is not club football where you need goals that, I want to score more goals so that I'll get 4 points, I'll get 3 points plus 3 goals and then get to the top of the table. Tournament football, win the most cruel way you can.
Yep.
And progress. And leading 2-0, 86, 85 minutes, 86th minute. I don't know which coach should tell Papitia or which small boy from Senegal, the streets of Senegal, should tell Papitia. Even those of us where we are playing Wincheni and it's left with 5 minutes. We go sit back there. You send the ball all the way back to the opponent's half. They should go and restart and come. It was quite surprising. And I just think, fine, people have their own. I won't doubt people when they say mental issues, but I think that it's about the tactics and the
of course, in Senegal's case, you can point
it's
to
tactical. It's purely tactical, because the way they went toe to toe with them, even in the extra time, Senegal were not, because they've seen this before. At the just recent AFCON, just a couple of months ago, they played an AFCON where they went in there, came back to come and play against Morocco with. So Morocco are mentality monsters. Why didn't they beat Senegal in the final? Brahim Diaz, was it about mentality? So, and we were saying Senegal mentality monsters when they did that against what? Morocco. How come all of a sudden it's the mental? It's coaching, it's tactical, and individual quality. When Lukaku came on, and in the final minute of game, the only thing anyone can do is to just lift balls or loft balls. Yes. And that was exactly what they did, and the goalkeeper decided to misbehave on the day. A goalkeeper decided to misbehave on the day. When he just, if you can't come out for the ball, just stay in your post. Let your defenders fight for the ball. But he just decided to misbehave, and on the back of the head of Tolema, not even a header, he was wishing that
he gambled.
Yes.
Went in.
Look at his height.
Because Yuri Tillemans in any situation is not winning a header pass.
Exactly.
A taller player.
So if a goalkeeper and a coach decide to misbehave like this, and we think that is mentality. Nobody can tell me Sadio Mane's mentality or the boys from PSG, Brahim and Bayern, the like, their mentality is that bad. It was just
that's what Senegal. I think they need to start talking to Habib Bey. I don't know whether he will leave this club in France.
They should get him.
I mean, Habib Bey is
they should get him.
Clubless at the moment.
I think they should get him.
Marseille.
Papi Thiaw has done whatever.
I think hasn't worked.
He should just because where Cisse put the team, where he continued with the sort of quality Senegal have, they should be doing better. If it was any other coach, with when the second goal came, they could have even finished Belgium with a third goal. This is a Belgian team that is looking 6s and 7s all over the pitch. You look at them and you are like, come on, Tukruda.
For Senegal, I think even after how they were poor in the group stage, they had a second chance in the knockouts, you know, and they should have taken it.
Yeah.
But so many issues, you know, before the tournament started, they said they hadn't paid bonuses, coach hadn't been paid, and president had to step in for him to be paid and all that. Then you look at all that happened. I think they had their 2014 moment for the Black Stars in this tournament, and they need to learn from that. You know, they need to, because they have quality, like Kelvin said, they have the quality. I think apart from Morocco, they have the quality, and they have players who have played at the top level, and they have the mentality to compete as well. I don't know why when they play in Africa, they are a top team, but once they step on the world stage, they look completely different, and they can't reproduce what they do. But again, like Kelvin was saying, if you look at how they played against France, not many teams will play against France that way. I mean, France have played in this tournament, and we've seen teams that can go toe-to-toe with them. I think the first half of that France-Senegal game was one of the best I have seen in this tournament, and it's one of the best I have seen any team go toe-to-toe with France. So it means they can play. But tactically, like he said again, I think their coach just isn't the guy.
Okay.
I mean, he's done his best, but I think he's not the guy. He just has to step aside and then let somebody who is more competent.
They should sack him.
Let's bring in Coach Kwabena, so maybe he can unpack the mystery for us. Coach, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay. All right. Why is this? Hold on, I'm trying to sort out the.
Okay. It's okay now. Hello.
Yeah, I mean I can hear you through the main mic, but I cannot hear you through.
Is it okay now?
Yeah.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's okay. There's something else that's playing, but don't worry, we'll sort it out in a second. I think we are good. Coach, good morning once again.
Yeah, good morning, Nathan.
We can hear you
Yes.
We can hear you clearly now. Coach, I'm sure you were listening to me when I was reading the messages.
Oh, yes.
And then the callers too. So people are trying to diagnose the issues, right?
Yeah,
because
yeah.
4 times in this competition,
Yeah.
African teams have led and have not crossed the line.
Yeah, it's true.
So you have Cote d'Ivoire twice.
Yeah.
Once against Germany in the group stage.
Yeah.
Once against the Norway one. Okay, let's say 3 times.
Yeah.
They equalized. And then later Norway went back ahead. And then you have DRC led from the 7th minute to the 75th minute.
Yeah.
And now you have Senegal. They led up until the 86th minute. They were 2-0 up.
Yeah. 2-0.
Yes.
And to me, it reminded me of Ghana. Was it Ghana, Madagascar, or which team? the one that our friend touched the ball. Ofori.
Ghana, Mozambique.
Mozambique. How Ghana also led by 2-0. Yeah, last minute, and then Mozambique came into the game. You see, as you said, at this World Cup, and even with the knockout stages, look at the time, or in fact the minutes that the African teams considered the goals that sent them home. So look at South Africa. At which minute did they concede against Canada? At the dying embers of the game. Look at yesterday what we saw from DRC. Look at yesterday what we saw from Senegal. And to me, I think it's a combination of, concentration and to some extent the tactical aspect. You see, as I said, football hinges on 4 things. So if you concede any goal in the game, I would want to look at those 4 things and attribute any of them, to the goals that you considered. And to me, looking at the sequences of those goals, I'll pick 2 things from the 4 pillars of the game, which is the psychological and then the tactical. So I think the psychological aspect is where, the mentality, the concentration and everything will fall in place, and then the tactical aspect. So I'll go for these 2 reasons.
Okay.
Psychological and tactical.
Okay. Rudy Garcia, head coach of Belgium, said something.
Yeah, and I have it here.
Okay.
Yeah, when I get to the Senegal game, I'll try and use it because it's very, very important. Very, very, very important for us to know what he said. So today we are going to look at 2 things. Obviously, the African, interest is there. So first of all, we look at England versus DR Congo. England versus DR Congo. Then from there, we move on to Senegal's game against Belgium. So these are the 2 games that we are going to analyze.
All right, so let's begin.
Okay, thank you, Nathan. So England versus DR Congo. England really struggled against DR Congo, but ultimately, they got the job done. And as I said yesterday, in knockout football, the most important thing is for you to advance to the next stage. So once England, has advanced to the next stage, we don't even care about how they struggle and all that. They've got the job done. But you see, Nathan, before the game, Thomas Tuchel said this. And to me, this is the reason England really struggled in the game. It means that Congo surprised the English team based on what Thomas Tuchel said before the game. Now, before the game, Thomas Tuchel said that Congo, they are very compact, a very physical and well-drilled team, probably in a 5-3-2, sometimes in a 5-diamond-1, and the diamond is 5-1-2-1-1. Tuchel said, off the ball, they are disciplined. They change between high press and low block. They are very dangerous on counter, very direct in their approach, not shy to play long balls into the depth and make it a running game and make it into the second ball. So this was how Thomas Tuchel analyzed the Congolese team, that this is how DR Congo will play, probably in a 5-3-2 or 5-diamond-1. But did Congo play in a 5 at the back against England? No,
they didn't.
So it means that what the English team was expecting Congo to do, they did not do it. Again, he said Congo is very direct. They like the long balls. In the game, did Congo rely on long balls alone? No. In fact, for most cases, they were building from the back. So clearly, it tells you that how the English team expected the Congolese to play, Congo did not play that way. And to me, yesterday, one of the major headaches of the English team was the build-up and the build-up structure of DR Congo. You see, for England, they never anticipated DR Congo to play with such braveness to decide to build out from the back. And to me, yesterday, Congo exploited a weakness in the pressing structure of England. And let's join the feed on the tactical board so that we can see how Congo decided to build up from the back and where England did their mistake. Because you see, even their goal that they scored, the Congolese goal, it came as a result of this. So let's go to the tactical board and then let's analyze how Congo did their build out from the back and the pressing issues that England had.
For our listeners, you can join our Facebook feed. You can also watch us on YouTube to get a visual or to get the visuals of what Coach Danso is explaining. It's very important that you watch so you get it in context.
Yes. So first of all, Nathan, whenever DR Congo was about to do, their build out from the back, they played with very, very wide center backs. Very, very, very wide center backs. And I'll explain why they did it this way. So with England decided to press in a 4-4-2 shape. So Hurricane and then Belgium will lead the press. Now, for Congo, since the center backs were very, very wide, it meant that the fullbacks cannot stay here. Rather, the fullbacks must also go wider and high. And with this, if you are an England winger, you must stay on him. You must stay on this guy. And then the wingers of DRC will, pin down the wingers or the fullbacks of the English team. So this was how the pressing was in the game. So a 4-4-2 from England, but with DR Congo, very wide center backs and then high, fullbacks. Now this is where the problem started for the English national team. Now Nathan, looking at this, it means that at the first phase, DR Congo has a center back in Chancellor Mbemba, a center back in Azor Twanzimbe, plus their goalkeeper Leonel Mpasi, and then a number 6 in Motosami. So they had 1, 2, 3, 4 players against the front two of England in Hurricane and then Jude Bellingham. So with this, it means that DR Congo has 4v2. And with this 4v2, all the time they can easily build out from the back. Why? Because this winger their wingers are the fullbacks of the English team. And then Yuan Wissa was in between the center backs of the English team. This is their midfielders, Declan Rice and then Elliot Anderson on their midfielders. So it means that all the time this number 6 Mutusami will be free, and it explains why yesterday in the game he was super. He was solid because this pressing structure of England in the first place, it was wrong. Why did England decide to commit only 2 players to press? Because they were thinking, as Thomas Tuchel said, that DR Congo will go long. So if the Congolese team are going to go long, then there's no need to commit numbers up front. Just wait for them to come long, get a +1 on the defensive line, and win the ball back. But Congo did not go long, as Thomas Tuchel said. They decided to build from the back. And with this 4v2, it meant that these 2 guys, they could not handle the first line and press against 4 players. Again, one very good thing that the Congolese team was doing, was the movement of their midfielders. Now, since they saw that the English made double pivot in Rice and then Anderson went man-to-man on them, it means that if the Congolese move, the English midfielders will follow. If this guy also moves, Elliot Anderson will follow, creating this space here. And who will occupy this space? It is Yohan Wissa. He will come inside and occupy the space. So from this, there was a big problem for the English team in terms of their present structure. Now, Nathan, with this, there are 2 ways that you can stop this. It's either you go for a man-to-man or you don't press at all. If a team is building up with such wide center backs, it's either you go for a man-to-man or you don't press at all.
If you say man-to-man, you go after the 2 center backs.
Yes, so you go after them.
The front 2
will go after them.
Everybody presses. But coach, does that not leave
this Mutusami?
Yes.
That's why I'm saying it's a man-to-man. So it means that someone must go there. So you must push one of your central midfielders, maybe Declan Rice, to follow him. And that will mean that in your last line, since you are going for a man-to-man, your last line must be 3v3, not 4v3. So the right back on this winger, the left back on this winger, this center back, must take care of this number 9. And this, you must push this inside to take care of the space that Declan Rice left. So with this, you have a man-to-man on all the players on the field. The only free player here will be the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper will be left with no other option than to go long. So this is one of the ways to stop what the Congolese were doing. They are built up from the back. This was one of the ways to stop it. So it's either you are going for a man-to-man or you are not pressing them at all. And that is one of the things that the English team should have done. Now, Kevin, let's look at these images, because these images obviously, confirms what we've just done on the tactical board. So this is the pressing structure of England and then the build-up structure of Congo that I was speaking about. So clearly from here, Kelvin, this is a 3D, image of the game. So from here, we can see the Hurricane and then Jude Bellingham were the front 2 trying to press against Mbemba against Twanzibe, against Mutusami, and then Mpasi. So with a 4v2 here, it will be very, very difficult for the English team to be able to press them and win the ball. And this went on to the extent that even at minute 18, this image is as at the minute 18, as we can see here.
Yeah.
As at minute 18, the same issue, was persistent in the game. Now, for England, they are pressing with these two guys. Now, let's look at the right side of Congo. Should Marcus Rashford jump to press Chancellor Mbemba, or he should stay with Aaron Wan-Bissaka?
Yeah.
Because it means that if Rashford decides to move up to Mbemba, Bissaka will be free.
Yes.
If he decides to come and stay on Aaron Wan-Bissaka, now Chancellor Mbemba will be free. He can move the ball into that space. So the pressing structure of England, especially in the first half against DR Congo, to me, it was wrong. And it was wrong because the English team decided not to press them. They did not think DR Congo were going to play out from the back.
Yeah.
As Thomas Tuchel said, they felt that DR Congo were going to, rely on long balls. So if they are going to rely on long balls, then let me just leave out only two forwards to try and press. And Congo really surprised them. And I was talking about the movement of, the central midfielders of Congo to create a space. And this is a pictorial, view of it. So here we can see this midfielder moving out, and once he's moving out, it means that Declan Rice is going to follow him, and this ball carrier can come inside. Johan Wissa can drift, receive, and then even this guy is free. He can drift and receive. Why is this guy free? Because there is a winger or a fullback down here. So if you are Nico O'Reilly, if you decide to follow through, this guy, he will be free, and it will be a long pass here, and then they are going to hurt you. So looking at how the Congolese were playing in the game, and how England set up to press them, Kelvin, the pressing structure of England was wrong, and it explains why in the game Congo had a lot of time with the ball. Okay. Again, now let's analyze the goals that DR Congo scored in the game, because to me it is very, very important. Now, in the build-up to the goal that DR Congo scored, England made 6 errors. 6 errors. 6 errors.
Wow, amazing. In that small sequence.
Yes. In that small sequence, England made 6 errors. And I'm going to explain all, those 6 errors so that we can really understand. And now, this is the first one, the first error. As I, showed us on the tactical board and then the images, the press of England in the game was wrong. So it meant that all the time, DR Congo had a free man.
Yeah.
And in football, if you leave any opponent with a free man, with quality, they will hurt you. Yeah. With quality, they will hurt you. And since the pressing structure of England was wrong, DR Congo all the time had a free man. Can you see? I was watching the game of Mexico against Ecuador. England should work on this, because Mexico also built up in a similar way. When it gets to England, Mexico, I will explain that. Mexico also built up in a similar way with very wide center backs. And yesterday, when DR Congo did the same thing, England really struggled. All the time, Congo had a free man. Now let's look at this. With this is a free man. This guy, he's a free man.
That could probably be Mbemba.
Chancellor Mbemba.
Yeah.
And this was the sequence to the goal. Who switched that ball to the top?
Yes.
Chancellor Mbemba. Why? Because he was free.
Yeah.
So in the build-up, since the pressing structure of England was wrong, Chancellor Mbemba was the free man. And DR Congo, they saw that, yes, Mbemba is a free man. No pressure on him. Let's give him the ball. So this is the first error that the English team did. No pressure on the ball carrier.
Okay.
Creating a free man for DR Congo. This is the first error that they made.
He's one of the players who loves playing crossfield balls.
Yeah.
And he has the quality from his time Newcastle United.
He can do
Marseille,
it. He can do it.
Top level player.
He can do it. No pressure on him. No. Because look at the trajectory of Hurricane. He's not coming to him. Look at this guy. He's not coming to him. So no pressure on him. So that was the first error in that goal. The wrong press meant that DR Congo had a free man, no pressure on Chancellor Mbemba.
Yeah.
Now the second error is Noni Madueke decided not to track back. Now let's look at yes, look at Sipenga. Now we have Sipenga free up there. This is Noni Madueke, And this is, your right back in Jet Spence. So it means that if Jet Spence is marking this player, now you as the winger, you must track back to press Sipenga.
Yeah.
But Noni Madueke decided to stay. He decided not to move. And Kevin, let's take note of this time. I'll go to the next image and I'll tell you something there.
Okay.
Take note of this time. 6 minutes, 23 seconds.
Yeah.
And let's look at the position of Noni Madueke. Let's look at, the demarcations here. Have you seen this? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Have you seen it? How, the pitch designs.
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. It means that using the pitch designs, Noni Madueke, as at minute 6 and then 23 seconds, he was in the 4th design.
Yes.
He decided not to track back. Now let's look at the third image and then let's see this. This is 7 minutes 15 seconds. Where is Noni Madueke? 1, 2, 3, 4.
He's still there.
He's still there. So from 6 minutes 23 seconds to 7 minutes 15 seconds, about 1 minute.
Yeah.
He was still in the zone where he still there.
And 50 seconds is important in football.
Football, even 1 second is important. How much more 50 seconds? Noni Madueke was still there. And this is Sipenga. He has raised his hand. Give me the ball. But still, Noni Madueke was still there. So Noni Madueke decided not to press. And that was, another error in what they did. Again, that 4th one was, the midfielders of the English team. Yeah. They did not know who to press. Now, these are Elliot Anderson, Declan Rice. Yeah. Who were they pressing? No one.
0.
Why? Because the pressing structure from Thomas Tuchel was wrong. DR Congo surprised them. They felt Congo, as Thomas Tuchel said, we are going to sit in the 5 at the back. We are going for the long balls. But Congo was passing. So they did not really, rehearse to press DR Congo. So at a point, they did not know who to press, when to jump, how to jump. They did not know any of those things. And it explains why in the build-up to the goal that DR Congo scored, the double pivot of the English team did not know who to press. They were not pressing at all. Now, another error that they did, was the center-backs of the English team. They committed too early.
Yeah.
Now, Kevin, in such situations, the ideal situation is that these two midfielders must be on these two players.
Yes.
So that you center-backs will be here and then you can be free. But this is the case. The center-backs rather were inside.
Yeah.
Whilst the midfielders did not know who to press. So another error was that the center-backs committed too early. Now, the last error that they did, the 5th one, was the position of Jet Spence. Now, in football, all the time I say this, that defense is a unit.
Yeah.
Defense is a unit.
It's a unit.
So once you are defending and you are doing what we call the seam or the shifting, once you are doing that, we have, the pressing defender. We have the cover defender and then the balance defender.
Yeah.
The most important thing, let's take note of this. All the time, the pressing defender is ahead.
Yeah.
And the cover, the balance, you must be in line. So the pressing defender, assuming the ball is with DJ Fidelis. Yeah. I hope the camera is on me. So the ball is with DJ Fidelis. I am the pressing defender. Yeah. So I'll come forward.
Okay.
It means that if you are the cover defender, the balance defender, you will be behind me, but you must be in line. And the last person here, all the time, you must watch this line and fall into it.
Okay.
Because assuming I am the last person here, they have gone forward. So I must watch, okay, they've gone forward so that I can come forward and fall into that line for us to get our defensive line. Let's look at what the English team did. Now, Nico O'Reilly had come forward. Yeah. This is Magay, he had come forward. Ezri Konsa had come forward. But look at Jet Spence. He was back. So, cover, balance. But this guy did not provide the balance. Why? Instead of him coming forward, he decided to stay back. If Jet Spence had come forward, Sipenga would have been offside. And this goal wouldn't have stand.
Yeah.
This goal wouldn't have been a goal.
I even think this is even basic. They will tell you, look at your 4 and 5.
Look at them. Just check the line. Maintain the line.
Forward, just step forward.
Yes. And you see, football, once they are on the field, they communicate just like soldiers. Forward, back.
Yeah.
Say it. This is Jet Spence.
Yeah, right.
So instead of Jet Spence, as a balanced defender to maintain the defensive line, to move forward. He decided to stay back. And Pep Guardiola said this. He said, you are not a better defender than the line. True or false? It is true. Because in this case, Jet Spence decided to stay back. Was he able to defend the ball? No. But if he had, gone forward, the line would have been able to defend the ball because that ball would have been an offside. So you are not a better defender than the line. And this was another error that, the English team did. And it was from Jet Spence. Now, the last one, the sixth error, is the goalkeeper, Jordan Pickford. In the first place, he was at the right position, the first pool. So once you are at the right position and then this ball is coming here, you don't concede from such angles. It's unacceptable. To me, for Jordan Pickford to concede this goal, Calvin, from this angle, to me, it is highly unacceptable.
Near post.
You are there.
Yeah.
It's not as if as you were here and then you were now running there. You are already there. So conceding from this angle is unacceptable, and it explains why. I don't know if Mickey you can record the last time I showed goalkeepers chart here, a graph here, and Jordan Pickford was part of those quiet and shaky. Yeah. And I said that he was part of the quiet and shaky because a lot of balls do not really come to him, but the ones that comes into goal for England, he's unable to make very good impact on those balls. And this goal explains it. Quiet but shaky. And to me, these are the 6 errors that the English team did that resulted in the goal that they conceded. Now let's look at the goal that the English team they scored. Now you see, for Thomas Tuchel, in analyzing England, all the time I say this, a very important aspect for Thomas Tuchel is forming the wide triangles. The wide triangles. Because according to him, the wider triangles really helps the English team to get players into the box, to rotate, to find the space, and then to score. Now, Calvin, let's look at the wider triangle, at the right side, because that brought the goal that they scored, Hurricanes' goal. And this came as a result of the manager deciding to shift Declan Rice to play as a right back. So this was the wide triangle that the English team they formed. In that wide triangle, they had Declan Rice as the right back, Bukayo Saka as the right winger, and then Eberechi Eze as the right half space manipulator. Yeah. Now look at this wide triangle. It tells you one thing. Mickey, automatisms. Yeah. Why? Because all these 3 guys play for the same team. Yeah. All of these 3 guys, they play for the same team. How do Arsenal play? Similar way. Yeah. So if they are bringing the same team to the English team, the automatisms will be there. Now, this was how they rotated and, found the space. With this wide triangle. Now, Kevin, this is the ball. Yeah. The ball was with Bukayo Saka. So what happens is that this left back, obviously, you move to press Bukayo Saka. Then there must be a space here. Yes. So if there will be a space here, then it means that the player here in Eberechi Eze, you must move. Exactly. So if you move, this guy obviously is going to follow you. Now there's this space. Why can't this number 5 shift here? Because he has a player here. So he must mark this player. And this space, you as Declan Rice, you must come. Exactly. So what Bukayo Saka did was that he gave the ball to Eberechi Eze. Eze knew that Declan Rice would come. So he also put the ball here. And it was Rice who, made the initial cross which got to Anthony Gordon, and then Gordon returned it for Hurricane to score the goal. Yeah. So if we are looking at that image here, so this was the the wide triangle. Yeah. Declan Rice at right back, Eberechi Eze at the number 10, Bukayo Saka here. So this was the wide triangle. But as they made the movement. Now this is the movement. Yeah. We've seen Eberechi Eze coming here, Bukayo Saka giving him the ball, and Declan Rice coming here. This space I told you about that they cannot occupy it. Yeah, too large. Yes, and this was how the English they got their goal. So the goal was a combination of tactics and individual brilliance. The individual brilliance was how Hurricane directed the ball. Yeah. To me, Hurricane, from such range, he's always going to score. And even in the game, they had a lot of chances that to me, it should have been a goal.
Yeah,
But the goalkeeper, Lionel Mpasi, on the day, he was excellent. So the goal that they scored, it came as a result of the white triangle. We've explained it on the tactical board. We've seen images of that.
Yeah.
Now, Kevin, a talking point in the game. England qualified, so a lot of people, decided to keep quiet.
Yeah.
Is this ball? Hurricanes, in quote, penalty.
Yeah.
A lot of people felt that this ball is a penalty. The English team, almost every English person felt that this ball is a penalty.
It's a penalty.
Kevin, this ball was not a penalty. And I'll explain why.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to use physics to explain why this ball was not a penalty.
All right.
I'm going to use physics to explain why Hurricanes ball was not a penalty. Now, let's go to the next slide, DJ Fidelis, and let's use physics to explain this. Now, Hurricane was running. Hurricane was running. Kevin, in physics, we have Newton's first law of motion. Now, Newton's first law of motion is the law of inertia. It says an object at rest will remain at rest, and an object in motion will remain in motion at constant velocity unless acted upon by a net external force. So this is the first law of motion, the law of inertia. An object at rest will remain at rest, and an object in motion will remain in motion at constant velocity unless acted upon by a net external force. Now, Hurricane was in motion. He was not at rest. He was in motion. He was running. So once Hurricane was running, it means that according to the first law of Newton, or the law of inertia, Hurricane's body would always want to remain in motion unless acted upon by a net external force. Now, what is the net external force here? According to Hurricane, it was Lionel Mpasi, the hand of the goalkeeper. So according to Hurricane, that is the net external force that acted on his motion, and as a result, it stopped him from getting to the ball. Now, Kevin, looking at this, if there's a trip at the base, the pivot, which is the leg of Hurricane, according to the law of Newton, the first law, Hurricane's upper body would want to move forward because the trip or the external force did not happen at the upper body. It happened at the lower body, the base. So for the upper body, it would want to move forward. But for the lower body, since an external force, was there, it will trip.
Okay.
Now, Kevin, and all our listeners, decide to trip yourself. And look, the first thing that will happen is that your knee is going to bend. If you decide to trip yourself, the first thing that will happen is that your knee is going to bend. So, according to kinematics, this fall, once your knee bends, your head and everything must show down as it is in this image. So, for kinematics' sake, this image is right. But this was the point where Hurricane decided to go down. And this is why I am saying that this ball was not a penalty. Now let's look at the trajectory. This is a curvilinear trajectory. A curvilinear trajectory. And Kevin, looking at this trajectory, now let's look at his knees. Is it bent? No. But according to the law of inertia, the first law of Newton, if the net external force and the net external force happen here, it means that this body, this here must trip. The down part must trip. But the top, since there was no net external force here, it must go into this area. So Hurricane, once he was falling down, from this, if the goalkeeper really tripped him, his knee should have bent before he went down. But looking at this, the knee wasn't bent. Looking at the first image, this is the image. Here, the knee was bent here at this contact point. So it means that if this net force was higher enough to trip you, you must fall with this knee bending. But looking at here, Hurricane had, regrouped himself,
Yeah.
the knee here was not bent. So it means that the equilibrium here, was stable.
Yes.
So, because if it was an unstable equilibrium, Hurricane should have fell with his knee bent.
Yeah.
But here, the knee was straight. And from Newton's first law, it explains that this fall from Hurricane is a dive. Why? Because here is the net, external force. And if it was bigger enough to cause deceleration in your movement, this knee should have bent. But this knee, is it bent? No.
No,
this
not.
is a curvilinear shape. And as a result of that, this is a dive. So this ball, I agree with the referee. It is a dive. And even physics explains it that it is a dive. Hurricane decided to dive. This was not a penalty. So that is it for the England and then DR Congo game.
So, Michael, I think it was the same. It was the same thing that when we were watching the match.
Yeah.
We agreed on that.
It
that
wasn't
was
a penalty.
clearly a dive. But the only thing that surprised us is if it wasn't given as a penalty,
It should have been
why
a yellow
not
card.
a yellow card?
Yeah,
from
why
the
was
officials?
it booked? I think officiating has been to some extent questionable in this competition. Yesterday, the penalty that was awarded the Belgian team, for instance, the same referee was in charge of Ghana versus England, and he saw that Esri Konsa challenge on Prince Kwabnedu. He did not even deem it fit to whether wait on the VAR or whatever. The VAR team did not also communicate to him. But in the instance between Lamisa and then Yuri Tillemans, they had to hold up play for over 5 minutes just because they wanted to be sure. They had to assess everything, use their microscopic lenses to expose every angle. Unfortunately for Senegal, a penalty was awarded to Belgium. So it is that level of inconsistency. It is not always a problem with the rules. The rules are there, the laws are there, but the problem is the application and then the interpretation of it. And if it happens that one referee takes a decision and does not take another decision which is similar in the incidents, then I think it is quite questionable. But all this, I think England will learn their lessons. I believe we are coming to Belgium. So
we'll be
quickly
getting
on
to
the
that.
English team, I think they will learn their lessons.
How?
One, in the game against Congo, yes, they were sorely missing Rhys James. They missed Rhys James. You see, coach was explaining the whole trial of Jet Spence as a right back with Noni Madueke did not work. It was not effective. And it was a reason the entire England right, in terms of those who started, they were hacked off. Madueke was subbed off. Jet Spence was also subbed off. 70 minutes. They had to reconstruct their right side. Declan Rice had to play as a makeshift right back. Bukayo Saka had to come in. Then there had to be a change in the middle as well. Coach explained the chemistry that exists between the three players because they play at club level.
Exactly.
They train together. So the automatisms, they know each other very well. Tuchel knew his approach to the game was poor. He even confessed whatever thing that coach said here. Tuchel said their press from the start was poor. In fact, before the first quarter, now is the idea. So before the first quarter, England had not had a touch in the DR Congo box or a shot. So it is to tell you that they had a poor start, and it was Tuchel's selection. Now, we all knew that Rhys James could not sustain himself throughout this tournament due to his injury record.
Exactly.
Then it meant England would need players with excellent delivery from crosses into the box, whether from set play or open play. One player who was dropped by Tuchel is who? Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is efficient at that.
Exactly.
So the tournament and then the events that are happening are exposing and making Tuchel's decisions in squad selection very questionable. Jet Spence cannot defend and he cannot attack.
But you have one who is good at attacking.
How I wish that there was still a window for them to take him out of the squad. And then bring on another player. Me, I bought him after the England Ghana game. So I assessed him with every minute detail. And yesterday was a poor show for him. Again, it looks like Tuchel was bailed out by Hurricane. Me, I don't think his tactics won the game for them. Yes, he used the moment. If you check the match momentum, anytime England had the attack peaking was right after a hydration break, meaning they had time to cool their heads and maybe get some 1 or 2 words from the coach. It's positive. But for Hurricanes' brilliance, I don't think England would have been where they are. So against any tough opposition, I think even against Mexico, they might be in for a very tough game. Very, very tough for them. I expect to see what happens, but as it stands, there are a lot of things wrong with the English team. And although they've qualified, I don't think they were convincing enough. For African teams and DR Congo, maybe after coach is done.
I'll come back to you. But coach, just something quick on the DR Congo team. Do you think Sebastien Desabre at a point could have probably pinned England and gotten, a better result if he had made changes? Because at a point I felt someone like Tipenga was just misbehaving on the pitch. Yeah. And Yohan Wissa playing as the arrowhead wasn't helping. So why not bring on Mayele.
Yeah, facing Mayele.
To worry the centre backs of the because he's also a very good pressing guy. He presses well. And then Yohan Wissa can now do the ball playing as the CAM that he likes.
I agree perfectly with you. And at that point, personally, I was also, expecting that change from the manager. But he did not do it. And to me, it's part of the reasons why the English team was able to, come back into this game. Because as Nathan asked me about why the African teams, at the end of those games, I said it's two things. Yeah. The first one is psychological, the second one is tactical. And this is part of the tactical reasons. At that point, you must read the game, you must do this, you must do that. And you see, for DR Congo, around the 70th minute, they were still leading.
Yes.
So it means that
until the 74th minute.
So it means that even at minute 70, you do not need a goal.
Not at all.
You see, all the time, this thing I say it. In the game that you are playing, there are phases. There are phases where you need a goal. Yes. There are phases where you need to protect a goal.
Exactly.
So as at the minute 70, you do not need a goal. So how you started building up and doing all those things, it helped you to get a goal. Yes. But at minute 70, you don't need that one again.
Exactly.
What you need is tactics that will help you to protect that goal for the next 20 minutes. And to me, it is what he failed to do.
It is their own failure. They should go and let him come again. Coach, let's
something small on the Senegal-Belgium game. You see, I wouldn't want to get into the tactical analysis of the game.
Please get into it. We want Papete out to be exposed.
I want to focus on this because after the game, Kelvin, you see, this is the major talking point.
Exactly.
The penalty awarded to Belgium. Now, Kelvin, football, we fight for two things. The ball and the space.
Yes.
These are the two things that we fight for.
Yes.
And if we understand this, it will help us to, better analyze games. Because we are fighting for the ball.
Yes.
And we are fighting for the space. Now, let's look at this image. This is the space. This is the ball. It means that for Senegal, for Belgium, you are fighting for this space.
Exactly.
And you are fighting for this ball. You are not fighting for the ball alone, no. If you focus on the ball alone, you are going to make a mistake.
Yes.
If you focus on the ball alone, you are going to say, but Senegal's player got there first and all that. No. It means that you are focusing on the ball alone. You focus on the ball, you focus on the space. Now, looking at this space, this is the second image from the first one. This means that this player, Yuri Tielemans, has his leg, in front of the Senegalese player. So it means that in terms of the space, he had won the space.
Yes.
This space is not for Senegal. No.
It's for all of us.
It's for all of us.
Yes.
So you cannot say, the Senegalese player was coming to clear the ball. No. In football, there's nothing like I was coming to clear the ball. The Belgian player was also coming to score.
Yes.
So we are fighting for the ball and the space. And from this image, the space had been won by the Belgian player. So if you tackle him, now the onus lies on the referee. Yeah. He can decide to call it. He can decide not to call it. And once, he had this image, he analyzed it, and he saw that indeed you touch him. Yes, as I said, it is someone will argue about the contact, but it is the discretion of the referee. Yeah. Was there a contact? Yes. Who won the space? Belgium. So once he had won the space, it doesn't necessarily mean he should win the ball. No, because we are fighting for two things, the space and the ball. So to me, it's unfortunate, but it's a penalty.
Then what about Ghana, England?
Ghana, it was a clear penalty. Ghana England was a clear penalty.
Why did the same referee not use his discretion?
Ghana England was a clear penalty. But I think this one, it was the VAR who called him.
Yes.
You see, with the Ghana England, my problem is with the VAR, not with the center referee. Because if there's such instances, there are a lot of instances where the referee might not even see it.
Yeah.
So you as the VAR, you must recommend it to the referee that, okay, I've seen a situation here, come and watch it. So if the referee comes over to watch and he say, still, I want to maintain my decision, fine. But if the referee comes over and watch and he say, okay, I want to call for a penalty, fine. But with the Ghana game, the VAR did not even call the referee in the first place.
Not at all.
So that's why I am of the opinion that, okay, fine, now we are tapping into the American sports model. Now we have quarters in football, right? Why don't we allow coaches to challenge decisions like it happens in the U17?
Yes.
So if I am the coach of Ghana,
I have my
and
card.
I think this is a decision for me. I have like 2 windows.
Yes.
I challenge. If I win the decision, I still keep my 2.
Yeah.
If I lose, then I lose my 2. I lose one of the 2.
Exactly.
I think that is where we should be heading towards,
That is
because
fair.
referees and VAR teams being allowed to decide which moments should be
decisions
scrutinized using VAR.
yeah.
It's very unfair.
And I think their decisions are always going to be subjective.
Exactly.
And subjectivity is not objectivity.
Exactly. And this borders on interest.
Yes.
So if the VAR team is interested, then they draw the referee's attention, not because an incident has occurred. That Ghana-England incident was typically an issue where VAR needs to intervene.
Exactly.
And then assess it.
Yeah, they should even
They
first
failed to
call
deal with it. And in a similar incident, the VAR team intervenes and then they draws the referee's attention to it. I think this level of inconsistency is what is making officiating and football very boring. To some extent, I think there needs to be improvement. And if Infantino and his friends feel hydration breaks are necessary, then again, they should think about other initiatives that will improve officiating in the game of football. Referees are humans, they make mistakes. But there should be a state where we minimize the margin for error.
Yeah.
Coaches should be allowed to challenge decisions at this level. I think it should be done.
I agree with you, Mickey. I agree with you.
Yeah,
I agree.
So, coach, and I think that one thing that they're also saying is, if you looked at the Belgium team and they vehemently protested because they wanted a result.
Yeah.
But I think our players,
Ghana,
yes,
in the
we
case
did
of
not,
Ghana,
we did not protest, and it's the reason why I think Semenyo came out to say that they need to be a bit, you know,
and in the next game they did it.
Yeah, they did it. They did it so much.
But again, what does the law say? Don't really swarm the referee.
Yes,
It's not
don't-
allowed.
exactly.
You can be booked.
Yes.
So maybe, before the start of tournament, teams are addressed on the do's and
they
don'ts.
have their
what to-
orientation
exactly.
from officials.
So maybe our guys wanted to play by the rule book. I don't need to challenge the referee before.
Yes.
If you listen to Carlos Queiroz, he said he was wondering whether the VAR team had gone to have coffee. you get it?
Yeah.
So it means if coaches are allowed to challenge, then Carlos Queiroz would have challenged that particular instance.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that is my point. The protocol is captains can approach the referee and then draw their attention to something, but they cannot even force referees to take decisions.
And even with that, some of the referees choose which captains to respect and which captains not to respect.
So when it happens that it is established that it's part of the laws of the game, coaches can draw a referee's attention to a decision, or coaches can challenge a certain decision or indecision of the referee. Then players will not even swarm the referee in the first place, because I know I will just go to my coach and report, coach, this is what I saw. I think you should challenge the referee.
Even with the monitors that the technical team has. So that is what the under 17s use.
Yeah.
Because as soon as they see it, come on, then they'll quickly, because
it would bring some kind of sanity into the game. Players will no longer rush at referees. I don't need to protest before a referee does his job.
That's true.
But if I am legitimized to challenge the referee's decision, that is okay. And it should be coaches that do that. And I want to see that come into the game. Yes, there have been innovations that have come up in football as a result of incidents that happened at major tournaments, like the goal line technology after England, Germany, Frank Lampard's shot. All these things play a part. We should be looking at solutions. I don't want to lambast the referee that much, although I am very, very sad and very embittered that decision for Ghana against England was not given. All the same, what is the way forward? The way forward is that we must be heading towards learning from the other sports models.
Yeah.
What works, what does not work. So if it is officiating that we want to improve, like we tapped into the Hawkeye technology in tennis,
Yes.
and brought on goal line technology, then we should look at the initiative of coaches challenging refereeing decisions, being given options at the start of a game.
That's
and that
true.
is the way to go, in my opinion.
I think that would work. But coach doesn't want to go tactical. But I think there is one thing that I would want to ask him. And then Michael, you just speak about that Senegal game. Now looking at how things are panning out for, the African teams and some of the big gangs showing up, the big name players showing up. I believe you said it was psychological or tactical.
Yeah.
But for me, I think it's ingenuity of players, big stars showing up in crucial moments to turn or change games.
Yes.
How is it that the African teams have the superstars, players who change games every now and then in their clubs? But they come to the national team level and it gets to big stages like this and they cannot influence, the charge for their teams to get the results. Maybe you can help. What's the difference?
I agree with you, Karen, but to me, I would even explain this with the tactical bit.
Okay, sure.
With the African player at his club, which system does he play in? Because there are players who play very well when his team is playing possessive football.
Yes.
Take that same player to his national team. How does the national team play? Do they play those possessive football? Probably no. Probably they play with, relying on long balls and counter. So it means that what he is doing for his club team will be different from what he can do for the national team. And to me, that is where the tactical bit comes in. Because if you have a player who is excelling in Europe as a coach of, an African country, I think you must look at how his coach is using him over there.
Yeah.
So that when he comes into your team, he will give you similar or even better performances. Now let's look at a player like Antoine Semenyo for Ghana. At this World Cup, are we seeing the Semenyo that we saw at Bournemouth and even at Man City? No.
Yeah.
And I doubt we are going to see that. Why? Because for Ghana, out of the 90 minutes, maybe we are defending for 60, 70 minutes. For Bournemouth, whenever they were defending and they were to go with a counter break, it was very quick transition. In the Ghana team, if we are defending and it's a counter, is it very quick transition? Because you give the ball to Jordan you delay a little bit.
Slow it down.
You give the ball to Kamaldeen, you pass the ball to a different player.
Yes.
So with that, did you see the chance that Kamaldeen, that counter that he passed?
Yeah.
Semenyo made the movement too.
He was waiting for the ball.
If it was to be Bournemouth, they would have given the pass to Semenyo.
Yeah.
Semenyo might have scored that goal.
True.
But it is Ghana. The ball was with Kamaldeen. Kamaldeen gave the wrong pass, although Semenyo made the right movement. So it means that the system that he's playing in for his club team and the one that he came to meet with the current players and everything in his national team is different. And that also hinders the players from, for us from seeing the best from these players.
Well, Michael, just quick one. I think we have a few more minutes to wrap it all up. The Senegal game, it didn't have your bite, but from 2 goals up, 85 minutes played. You only have 5 minutes to just finish this game against a very, hapless Belgium team throughout this tournament. Where did you think it went wrong? What do you make of all that happened, in the final 6 minutes and then, let's say 10 minutes of the game?
I think it was more about a collapse psychologically. After conceding the first goal, they panicked. And that's how come I don't understand why Pap Thiaw made the changes he did. One, for Pap Gay, for instance, I think he subbed him off quite too early, 66 minutes. You could check, if you look at the numbers that he had generated, yes, he was not winning a lot of balls, but what he gave to the Senegal team was balance in the middle and presence. He offered himself as an option when they were in possession. Without possession was the main trigger for their pressing. So at the left side of midfield, what he did was that there was a guarantee that Senegal could maintain possession when he was on the pitch.
Yeah.
That substitution to bring on Lamine Sarr, who is more different in terms of profile to Pap Gay, actually affected the Senegalese. Now, it meant they invited more pressure on themselves. They could not hold on to the ball like they needed to much more in that phase of the game, and it really hurt them. Again, they needed experience. After conceding the first goal, and if you look at the second goal they conceded, if there was experience there, they would have guided the team in terms of what to do. Yes, Khalid Koulibaly might be past his best, but the truth is, what he does is that he would have commanded the back line within that 10-minute, 5-minute period.
Yeah.
That Belgium started to assert themselves on the game. So I think the decisions of Pap Thiaw were questionable. Yes, his tactics have not always been trusted throughout his competition. I don't think he's a top coach yet at that level. Maybe per AFCON standards, he's good enough. But at the world stage, he has been badly exposed. He seems out of his depth. So his decision-making tactically did not help. And I also think the players also panicked. They collapsed. And they did not, the second goal is very unpardonable. How do you allow someone like Yuri Tillemans? He does not have the height. He's not an excellent player when he jumps. He doesn't have a good leap.
Yeah.
You make him cause fear and panic in your penalty box. The goalkeeper, Diao, whichever defender or whoever defender was present. I think it was bad execution on the part of Senegal. And it is only fair that Belgium are rewarded for their resilience and then their ability to push through until they got a breakthrough. And it's good that they qualify, but questions will still be asked of the African teams. And now we are able to handle the pressure in crucial moments. I think we've not gone over that barrier yet.
Not gone over that barrier yet. And I want, Coach, I think, yes, we just saw an incident that happened in the US.
Balogun's red card.
Yes, Balogun's red card. Was it an unfortunate one that he shouldn't have been sent off, because it clearly looked like accidental?
Yeah, but yes, but it's as Mickey said, it's serious or dangerous foul play. And looking at the contact, to me, it's a red card.
It's a red card.
Yeah, because it's a dangerous foul play.
Yeah,
and you see, football.
You can't blame him for where
that is the point. Football is an unforgiving sport. That's it. On the football mindset anymore.
But you never know. Players can also be smart. You can't trust these players.
But you see, Mickey, with the Senegal, you see, one thing really surprised me: the changes that the manager did.
Exactly.
It looks like he was satisfied.
Yes.
Okay, we've qualified already. So Mumba Bobby.
You see, Mickey, I want us to focus on this aspect of the changes. In the second half, when Rudy Garcia brought in Lukaku, what does he want?
Go.
Yeah.
And
so
then
it means
the dominance in the penalty box.
Yes.
Area.
And again, it means that they are coming to cross the ball.
Cross the ball
for
and,
Lukaku.
and bully.
Check the height of the players he took out and the height of the players he brought on.
Exactly. And Koulibaly.
Check the height.
Yeah. I don't know if he's injured. Was he injured?
I think they benched him.
No, he's not the best defender now.
Yeah.
But at that particular point,
Exactly, to do a job. And Koulibaly has area dominance.
exactly, he's the best player that you could have.
In terms of height, he took out those with height and brought on those with that height.
So I'm not surprised that
Pape Gueye is
saying,
out.
With this coaching team, he won't continue with the Senegalese team again, because it can be frustrating.
How do you take Pape Gueye out in the 66th minute?
It can be frustrating.
And even in the changes in the 78th minute, Pape Matassa on to replace Habib Diarra, and then Mbaye comes on to replace Eleman Njai. That one, I agree with it. But
no, the Habib Diarra change, you see, Senegal play with 3 midfielders.
Yes.
Idrissa Gana Gueye was the one in the middle.
Yes. That's
Habib Diarra at the right. Lamine Pape Gueye at the left. They were bossing those channels in the middle.
Yes.
Check their numbers.
True.
Very positive. So the moment you withdraw them, it means that you are encouraging Belgium to push through that channel, the same channel that Senegal had control over. I think that he weakened this team by his decisions and his substitutions. It did not help. And it only exposes him at this level. He might be a good coach, but you see, the World Cup is different gravy. You need experience, and then you should have a certain tactical nous that allows you to overcome whatever your opponent throws at you. Have you read the comments of Rudy Garcia after the game?
Yes.
He said these teams, it means they knew
that they were going to break down.
Exactly.
And the most surprising is the 78th minute. If Thomas Meunier is being brought on, what is he coming to do? Cross.
That is the point.
Oh, Charlie.
It's quite unfortunate, but we'll wait to see. But Coach, quick one from you. 30 seconds from you. From what the United States and Mexico are doing, would you be surprised to see them in the semi-final?
Personally, I'm impressed by how these two countries how they are playing. To some extent, I would even want to add Canada because at the World Cup, the best that they've done. So to me, they've done very well. Now for Mexico, they'll be playing against England.
Yes.
Looking at this English team, as I said in my analysis, Calvin, Mexico builds up in a similar way to what DR Congo did yesterday in their game against England.
Yeah.
So if the English team are unable to find solutions to their build-up with the home support, it will be very, very difficult because at the Azteca, it's very difficult to beat them. It is very difficult to even score a goal.
Yeah.
To talk about beating them there. And then looking at USA, you see, they are playing with a lot of confidence. And then the 12-man. And that is really pushing them. On the field, they are doing some very good things on the field. But once again, with the red card to Balogun, we are going to see how much that is going to affect them in their next game. So to me, even if they are to exit at the next stage, to me, those two countries have done well.
Those two countries have done well and moving into the next stage of the competition. Don't forget that, yes, Coach Kwabnadan will be coming up back at exactly 2 p.m. on Copa Mundo as we build up to the matches that will be coming up today and very early tomorrow. Spain, Austria, Portugal, Croatia, and then Switzerland, Algeria, as well as, let's say, I'm sure I'm going to speak about the other game too. That one will be on it. So Switzerland, Algeria, Portugal, Croatia, and Spain, Austria will be in focus on Copa Mundo at exactly 2 p.m. But before that, there's going to be, that is the Sporty Plug at 12:30 p.m. and then midday news at exactly 12 p.m. But just before that, Nathan Kwao, after this, will be coming up with Inside French Football. Thanks to the entire production team, Flyboy Nima, for our socials, together with Emmanuel Ayamga, Imota Kwame, Jakwe Champon, leading the production line with Angela Mensa. Emmanuel and Dam also helped this morning. Thanks to Coach Kwabnadan. And thanks so much, Michael Asari Buedo, Fidelis, making sure that all our sounds, and then, our technical, then Douglas also helping us through it. Nathan Kwao started the show. My name is Kelvin Oswansa. I came through to finish it up. Stay tuned. Inside French Football comes your way, where he speaks everything about the French national team and what they are doing at the World Cup. We'll be back in a matter of minutes for that particular show. So stay with us, and don't forget that the World Cup coverage continues on SportyFM with thanks to our partners Coca-Cola, Pepsodent, Club Beer, Didi Jollof, Hendy Farms, and the European Union. Have a great morning as you stay with us for a lot more from now till the first game begins. This is your super dial that you can stay on 106.1 FM in Accra, 91.3 FM in Kumasi, and 102.5 FM in Takrady.